So I'm approaching Cars and Coffee. Today is this is the month of June. We are already in the summer. They got the hot water ready. Got a magnolia tree. Yep, it's a magnolia tree. It's a magnolia tree. Yeah, so let's see what we got. Nice. That's an house. That's an M2. Nice. House money. I guess that's what it means. That's an M2.
This is the one right here. This one you want.
That's nice. The man got the setup already. You know he. This must be a 5.0 club. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ, look at that intake. Oh my God, I was looking for the, woo, look at that snail, supercharger. Lord have mercy. Nice. Man got slicks or semi-slicks. That's his handle there, boosted. Corey. Weld. Yeah, so this is like a 5 point, I think I'm guessing some club. That's another one there. Nice, look at that AMG. Now that is nice. That is beautiful. What's up, man? There's some Jigsaws right there. That's a Hayabusa.
Well, I mean, then you can actually keep up with it. Oh, yeah, they got
That is a nice.
Everybody got thousands. So, I mean, you basically have it. Me, I'm still here by little R3.
Stretched out.
Hey, can I put a movie on there? You just gotta be like really graphic. How much immediate throttle be like? You gotta think it's kind of like.
Couple of vets. So you can see the show goes all the way down there. There's even a tent for a VAR. Let's stick on this side. Audi. Nice. That's a nice weird. Use like the tow hitch. You put your plate there. That's a V8 too. Nice. GS 350. A jigsaw right there. Nice. Look at that Audi. SQ7. That is nice. Nice. Look at those intercoolers. You can see the intercooler from there. Or intercooler or an oil cooler, whatever it is. Nice. 285, 35. Lord have mercy. That is nice. Nice. SQ7. Check out this guy. Colorado. Got a vet. Nice. Nice wheels. You can see the cooling ducts. That is nice. Nice. That's his handle out there. DGR Auto Group. You can see the exhausts out there. Lord have mercy. That's nice. I gotta give it to GM. This is the vet is nice. They did a good job on this. Nice. The only reason I wouldn't buy it is the lack of a manual transmission. GTI. You say Audi, I say Udi. That's a nice old school Audi. Santa Fe. Nice old school GTI, but man, them rims, boy, damn, they need some serious cleaning. A little BMW electric thing. Nice. Now that's a Type R. I don't know whether it's genuine.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it looks like
Yeah, it's a right-hand drive. It's a right-hand drive Type R. It's a JDM. Interesting interior. Look at those where the warning lights are. Guy got a skyline right there. It's a nice Nice little Volkswagen pickup truck. I remember when I was, the new speed supercharger. That's an old school supercharger. I just remember when in the 90s when I was in high school. That is amazing. That is amazing. Old school new speed supercharger. Nice wheels. Nice. Beautifully done. Look at that gauge clutch. Lord have mercy. Nice. That is beautiful. Got an old school Skyline. What's up with that gear selector? That's like a freaking damn. The man welded a freaking pry bar. Nice old school Golf. MK1.
They said that the wallet, whoever it was wallet watchers. I thought the project was dead. They were like, yeah, this motherfucker damn. I'm like, fuck it, goddamn. So I put him in the heat and shit. I thought it was damn cool. I spent like $500. Goddamn. I'm gonna damn sell some shit and reach them motherfuckers. I'm thinking I'm gonna get like $5 per. I'm like, what? Thinking it's a glitch, right? It was like, what? Hold on. That shit for a long time. I looked up and
The DeLorean. Little Honda, whatever, K car looking thing. Gonna get copyrighted on this one. Nice.
Yes.
And a RB26. Look at those twin inlets. I like the Mazda. That is nice. I like the RX-7s. Nice. That is beautiful. Puerto Rico. Nice. Nice. Look at even the equalizers on the stereo. That is beautiful. GSL SE. Nice. That is beautiful.
Front and rear.
That is nice. I like.
Yeah, so this is the one my roommate had.
Yeah, there's a rotor. There's a rotor right there. The famous rotor. Wow, nice.
That's what they look like.
Stick 5-speed.
That must have been
Some bad boys over there. You know they're bad. It's a Nissan, old Nissan. This thing was $12,000. 1991. It doesn't say. $12,000 then. Yeah, Man, look at those seats. Nice, but nice. Those are nice wheels. Aftermarket radiator, fan. That's an interesting engine. We're gonna get copyrighted on that one. 2.5 GT. Nice. That's a nice. Is that a J? Is that? Yeah, that's a right side steer. Yeah, steering on the right side. Yeah. It's a Japanese model.
All my phone right here.
Nice. That thing sounds mean. Famous Supra with look at that super, the intercool. This is what they call collaborations. Yeah, it's a turbo, intercooled. Cool turbo. These are the ones, when I came to America in the 90s, you'd see some of these collaborations, either handling by Lotus or some of these, they would put a performance engine in some of these regular American cars. Let me head out this way. That's a nice M3. Nice. With the N, Hyundai N, or whatever. Somebody else, I think that's a Typhoon. A little RS. With a little 1.4 turbo. That's a nice intake, nice and enclosed. It's a nice little 1.8. Yes, RS. A little shifter too, nice. All the way from Maryland. Look at that thing. Nice. That is nice. Let's cross the road. Check out the Okay. Ceramic brakes. GT3 RS. Nice. Look at that cage. Look at that. Make turn a license plate into an interior. So this is a 70 something, and it's got a rear facing. I didn't even know they had a rear facing seat back there. Nice.
It's gonna get a big block eventually. It's all cardboard.
You didn't tell them what the plan was?
They said it's gonna get a big block eventually. No, I've never messed with the EFI. I'm an old man.
I'm surprised. I didn't know they had nice. I didn't know they had rear-facing seats on even the 70 on the back then in the 70s. That's something. That's a Jeep. That thing looks like it might topple over. I would not even want to ride on that thing. It might topple over any minute. That's a nice old school M3. Nice. Tucked in, nice. That's his handle at Tourette 360. Nice. And it's a stick shift. That's a nice old school M3. M3 Mexicano. I won't put that, man. Ice gonna get you, man. Let's walk up this way. That's nice. That's like the M5 look nice. That it looks nice. That's I like the body style on that one. Nice. The IS. And Hyundai. That's a nice one. That's this Mitsubishi. Nice. This is in amazing shape. It is in amazing shape. Oh my God, this one's what. This is in amazing shape. These things were chewed up by rust. That is in amazing shape. That is amazing. Nice. It's a Maserati. Yeah, this is Mr. Spend half the year in the shop. That's what it's called. Nice. Look at that IS. Nice. Nice. That is beautifully done.
Are you?
It's a Camaro. It's an old school IROC Z. Nice. These cars had a big V8. This thing is like like a what? It's a 5.0 liter. But Pony probably produces 180 horsepower. Back in the days of emissions. They look nice though. They really look nice. They have a nice look to them. But they were slow as hell. I will see. I think that's like Eleanor, a remake. Let's check the guys with the bikes. The guy got a supercharged. Look at those pipes. Ninja at that rear section.